We arrived this morning at a narrow place in the calendar. It is the fourth Sunday of Advent, and there is hardly any distance between all of this waiting and celebration. And today is the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. Believe it or not, the days will get longer. Christmas Eve will fall on Wednesday. Christmas Day follows on Thursday. The church moves quickly now. Candles are ready. Carols are close at hand. Luke's nativity story is familiar, and it would be easy to hurry past this final Advent text. Yet our lectionary creators, in all their wisdom, ask us to linger for a moment together with Joseph and the Gospel of Matthew's telling of the nativity story. Now, Luke tells about the journey to Bethlehem and the shepherds in the fields. We'll get to that on Christmas Eve, so please come back for those services. But in this gospel text, Matthew gives us a man standing inside a moment that he did not plan for. Joseph appears at the edge of the story. His life, it's already in motion. He is betrothed. That's a legal and social contract in his time. He's dreamed about his future. He's imagined his household. The text simply states that Mary was found to be with child. We don't get much in the details. I believe that restraint is intentional. Joseph received this as fact, but he doesn't receive an explanation. The life he expected, it's slipping out of alignment, and there is very little he can do to alter that. Joseph is also notably called righteous. That absolutely matters. His instinct is to have mercy for Mary. He plans a quiet release, a way forward that minimizes harm and public shame. So here, Joseph is already beginning the work of consent, of saying yes to what God is asking of him. He chooses a response shaped by care. Then, as sometimes happens, Joseph had a dream. The angel speaks to Joseph while he sleeps. So dreams, they happen when our defenses are lowered. We're processing our lives. We're processing reality. And I believe that our control can give way to listening. He is called the Son of David, placing him in a much bigger story, one that goes back generations and generations. The angel tells him to take Mary as his wife. Now he will give his lineage to a baby boy. He is told to name the child. He is told that God's Spirit is already at work. With what the angel offers, a different future opens. One that will ask more of him than he expected. This is the moment where courage takes its truest shape. Joseph is asked to receive what is unfolding and to align his life with it. And he might not understand the why. Note the names here. They matter. Jesus, meaning God saves. And then another name rises up against it. Emmanuel, God with us. God saves. God is with us. This presence will live inside Joseph's daily life, inside his home, inside his reputation, inside his marriage to Mary. Consent for Joseph means welcoming the presence and allowing it to reshape what ordinary faithfulness looks like. Joseph wakes up, and Matthew tells us that he does what the angel commands. The text simply states and records his obedience. That feels important to say out loud. So consent does not remove the strain. Faithful courage does not erase fatigue. Faithful courage simply means stepping forward with trust when the future is already formed. I have been thinking about this kind of courage after visiting my family in Tennessee this past weekend. In what my father has lived through over the last few years. After his first retirement, he moved from a private medical practice into county health clinics, serving women on Medicaid. It was work that he had always hoped to do. But then long COVID came. His energy drained away. The work he loved became unsustainable. A second retirement came sooner than expected, shaped by limits that he did not choose. And it has been hard. Hard for him, hard for my mom, hard for my brother who lives with them and cares for them. He's kept his humor, though. Bright, sweet, but often a biting sense of humor. There is courage there, though it rarely looks dramatic. Courage that shows up in care, in endurance, in adjusting expectations, in loving within what is possible. I imagine that it was hard for Joseph too, even after the dream, even after saying yes. The gospel does not rush through that tension. The people at the center of the nativity story is the child and the mother. This man, he is a witness. Joseph is not the main character. The story becomes subversive because fathers are so often given the message that you're supposed to know what's best. You're supposed to take action. You're supposed to make decisions. And here, Joseph is supposed to take a back seat. Name the child and watch Jesus enter this world and be with us. As we stand so close to Christmas, this gospel offers us a quiet invitation. Courage here is found in consent, in receiving the life that comes to us and trusting that God's presence meets us within it. Christmas will come quickly this week. Light will fill this room. The child will be born, and name Emmanuel will be proclaimed. God is with us. And Joseph, Saint Joseph reminds us that God's coming often begins with a faithful yes, spoken into a life already stretched thin. God is with us right here. Amen.